Good afternoon, my baby daddies. Yes, it is afternoon right now. It's 2:12 actually. As a matter of fact, my maintenance guy just pulled up and he's about to change my disposal, because that's the reason why it was leaking, and everything underneath my sink is a hot mess, and there's kind of like a smell coming from like obviously like wet bags, like you know those bags that people that live in LA have to carry around. I have a lot of those underneath my sink, and I guess they were absorbing the water and stuff, and he told me that my disposal is broken, so he has to replace it. But the reason why I'm barely checking in right now is because I wanted to get back on track with my videos. I've been off track for like a week and a half. That's what I did, and I just took the whole morning and afternoon to do that, so that way I could just ease my mind and stop stressing out so much. I'm about to go to the gym when he's done here, and then I'm not gonna take my camera with me. You guys know I ordered another camera on Buydig.com, BUYDIG.com. They told me that my credit card declined, and I was like, what are you talking about? My camera was supposed to be here today. Like 1 day shipping, and you gonna tell me today that my card declined? Like, what the fuck? Hopefully I can get it by tomorrow. UPS called me talking about they have something to clear for me through customs that cost $300, a lot of money. And they're like, yeah, I don't know, maybe. And I was like, I ain't ordered nothing that costs that much, and I never will. I was like, especially not for China. She was like, so I don't know what it is, but I was like, it's probably some hair, and they probably had a typo, so go ahead and scratch that out and put 200 on it, because that's about the most that hair is going to cost. And she's like, okay, well, it should be out for delivery, blah, blah, blah. But, well, maybe it wouldn't be out for delivery, because she told me it was in a different state. So maybe it'll be here tomorrow. I'll check back when I get back, because I'm leaving this camera at home. I just posted the video of the conversation I had with my mom about all that crazy stuff that was going on. And it's so crazy, the amount of support that I have for my baby daddy. Is like, you guys, I love y'all so much. I'm reading these comments and I'm just like, about to cry again. I'm trying to hold it in. I need to stop crying. How am I feeling? I'm feeling much better. A lot of people are asking me or praying that I feel better, and I feel like I'm feeling your prayers because I'm content. Like this morning I woke up and I was just doing my own thing. And it's not like I don't move around, because even when I feel the saddest, I always make sure I get up, and like I always have my windows open. I've always been the type of person that love the sunlight. If I'm sad, I'm not gonna close the windows and get underneath the covers. No, I'm gonna open the windows and I'm gonna sit in front of the window and enjoy the sun. Like, that's just the type of person I am. I do appreciate you guys a lot, and your encouragements. I noticed that I was kind of vague on the situation between my mom and my dad, and so I just decided I'll touch on it right here real quick. When I was 2, my dad went to jail, and I haven't talked about this before. I don't even talk about this with my family members. He was in jail for, I believe, 9 years. I was 2, so when he was coming out around 11, my mom finally told me that he was in prison. But the whole time he was in prison, my mom was telling me he was in the military, so just to give me some hope. So it was a lie. It wasn't a white lie. It was a pretty big lie. She was just doing it to protect her husband, thinking that he was gonna come out and do the right thing. My mom would take us up there every other weekend, and it was like a 2-hour drive. I believe one time they transferred him, so it was a 6-hour drive, but she always made sure that she took us to go and see him, and that she was there. I don't have very many experiences with my dad as a child. I feel like that's what she wanted to make sure he had. Now, the reason why he was in prison wasn't because he did fraud. It wasn't like he did anything bad, like to the government. He did something bad to my mom, and that's the reason why he was in prison. And he was having an affair with one of our babysitters who was underage, and who was also my mom's cousin. Yes, and I still have to see this girl at like Thanksgiving and stuff like that. That's neither here nor there, but I still have to see her. She's not a girl, she's a grown woman. She has like 5 kids. She's just kind of different compared to everybody else in our family. I don't know what it was, but she was obviously enjoying it. She was in my mom's house messing with my dad. Her parents found out, and she was only 16, so her parents told him to stay away from her, and that she should stay away from him. So my dad, as a grown man at that time, probably like 35, he should have known, like, this is a fucking rap. Like, I'm gonna get in trouble. When we were both doing it and you wanted to do it, I wanted to do it. When I was 16, I was attracted to older guys. So I can't put it all the way on my dad, because the girl was old enough, if we're being realistic, to know if she wanted to be around him or not. My dad was very successful. He was very handsome. Anyways, my mom caught them in her house and told the girl to get the fuck out. The girl got out, went to her parents' house. She knew that she was gonna get in trouble because she's also Nigerian. The parents filed a lawsuit because it is statutory. She's too young. He should have been like, I don't care, you're underage. But he didn't. My dad didn't have a green card. My dad only had a visa. And he always used to tell my mom, whatever these people could do with their green card, I could do with my visa. But that's because he always had plans to go back, which is what I was talking about with the letters and the video that I made. I wasn't really clear about it, but my mom showed me letters. He was always talking to this lady about going back and marrying her, which my mom found out after. My mom found out that. You can imagine how their relationship would have been. I couldn't have imagined when I was younger because I didn't know what relationships were. I didn't know about cheating. I didn't know about any of that stuff. When I finally understood what my mom went through was when I was cheated on for the first time and I saw how I felt. Be right back. A lot of people don't know about this, and at this point I'm an adult and I'm the last born, so there's no reason to hide this anymore. At the end of the day, this is my life, this is what happened, and why would I be ashamed to talk about it? It probably has happened to a lot of other people too before who are afraid to or ashamed to talk about it, so I just figured I would talk about it. Fuck it, since I'm being open and vulnerable on my YouTube, let's just do it so you guys can really know the backstory, so when I reference it, nobody's confused. My dad got into big trouble. They went to court and all this stuff, and they gave him a second chance. They told him that he shouldn't contact the girl. He should keep his distance. Obviously, my mom didn't want to see the woman, like, you know, all that stuff. Just keep your distance, right? But my dad, being the stupid guy and making the dumb decisions, hence what I sent to him in the text message, he bought her a pager, or, like, you know, back in the day they had beepers. And so one day she was with her parents, as a 16-year-old should be, or maybe she was 17 around this time, and she got a message from somebody, or an alert from somebody, and the parents were like, where did you get that? And she said my dad's name. So the parents were like, what the heck, is this man still in contact with you? After we went to this whole court system, we did all this stuff, we gave this man his chance. He's obviously not going to leave our daughter alone, and he knows that he's wrong at this point, which is true. He knew he was wrong to begin with. They gave you another chance and you did it again. You don't make good decisions. As a child, you never think that your parents make bad decisions. My dad was a wealthy man. He played the guitar for Michael Jackson. He had insurance businesses. He had all types of things. We had a huge house in California. We always had birthday parties, big birthday parties and stuff. I know from pictures. I was young when he actually was incarcerated. When I was like 3 or 4, my mom had to pack up everything from the big house she was living in and move her and her 4 kids to an apartment somewhere, and that's how I was raised. You know, we weren't raised rich. My mom was a teacher, and like later on she was a principal. She was raising 4 kids on a California school teacher's income, so that's really hard. that's really hard to do, especially 3 big old kids too, because my dad, he's not a big guy, but he made some big kids. My sister's the only one out of us that's like small, skinny, and my mom is a small woman, okay? She's raising these 2 big old boys, trying to get them in shape. My brothers were going in and out of juvie because they were just bad. And it wasn't even like bad outside. They were just bad with each other. They just always wanted to kill each other. They were rebelling, but they saw all that stuff happening in their household. My sister saw a little bit of it too. My sister will not talk to my dad. No way. She was young, but she understood it. I didn't have a clue what was going on, okay? And nobody told me. So when I was finally told what was going on, literally, that was when I started to rebel. As a child, my dad gets out. I don't know if he was deported or if he just went back to Nigeria, but I think he was deported. I was like young, I was like 11 around that time. I would hear people saying like, oh yeah, he can come back in like 10 years. He would just have to change his name, blah, blah, blah. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, my dad's gonna be back. It's okay, don't trip. That wasn't his intentions though. His intentions were to go back to Nigeria and start a new life, which is what he did. He went back to Nigeria with the land that my grandfather bought for my mom for her wedding. He sold it. And he didn't give my mom any of the money. They put their money together to get this land in Port, in GRA, okay? When I tell you the land that he sold was bigger than 2 football fields, okay? And there's 2 houses on it and an office in the front, like a buy and sell office. I don't know how to explain it, but I lived there for 2 years. Like I said, when I went to Nigeria. And that's another thing. My dad was like, I didn't spend enough time with my last born. She was only 2 when I left. I want to spend more time with her. So my mom packed me up, bought her flight, took me to Nigeria, dropped me in Nigeria, came back because that's what he wanted, and went home. And she would still send him money to take care of me while I was in Nigeria. You wanted to finally take care of your daughter, right? still take care of me? Why is my mom still taking care of me from America? As an adult, when he finally got out, if he really wanted to make things better or fix things, he should have seen the type of shit that he put my mom through and tried to fix it. Instead, he's always trying to bash her. He's always trying to make it seem like he didn't do anything wrong until today. That's the issue that I have with my dad. He was never a dad. He never bought me a pair of shoes. He never took me to ride a bike. He never took me to Disneyland. Like, I never had those experiences with my dad. The only experience I can remember with my dad was when I was in Nigeria and he took me to go get clothes for the sports day that my school had. It's even hard to get the clothes that I wanted. Like, he would be like, that's too much, that's too expensive. So I was just like, he was always complaining to me like, your school fees cost this much and you're complaining and blah, blah, blah. And then my mom told me like, oh no, I was the one sending the money for your school fees. So he was just literally fucking with my brain. So as an adult, the information that I learned as an adult just made me just not like my dad. So that's just what it is. And I'm sorry about this oil. I know it could be distracting, but it's for my hair. Just so you guys can get a little perspective on how I feel about my dad and what happened really, and why he's not around and why I don't want him to be around. I just feel like bad people don't deserve to reap any benefits of anything. Like, if you're a bad person, it's okay. You could be a bad person, but when you realize that you're being a bad person, change it. At this point, like, he had time to make it up. He got out when I was like 11, so that means my sister was 15, my brothers were like 17, 18. You know what I mean? He had time to fix it. That wasn't in his priorities. That's not what he wanted. He was worried about the wrong things, and a lot of guys are. And it's really fucked up that my dad had to be one of those guys that just his whole life was not focused on the right shit. It's not like it was drugs or alcohol or anything, but sex is just as bad of an addiction as anything else. And so I think he's just afraid to admit that he has a problem. He couldn't live by himself for that amount of time, so he had to go out there and remarry and start having kids. I have 3 little siblings that I don't know about, so I just wanted to give you guys the backstory because I'm not gonna dedicate a whole video to that guy. I thought about it, but then I was like, nah. If you're a real baby daddy, then you know it because you follow my vlogs, you watch my vlogs. But if you're not a real baby daddy, then you don't have no reason knowing anything about my dad, anything about my backstory. You feel me? That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start putting personal information in the vlogs, and then like everything else The guy opened up my sink and left it open. I actually closed one of them and left, and he's been gone for an hour. Like, you don't think people have things to do with their days? Why would you tell me you just need to go get it from your car and never come back? Like, I'm about to go to the gym. I made myself a sandwich. I have a banana. I have the rest of that horchata from yesterday and a bottle of water. I'm gonna drink a bottle of water as well before I even eat this, but this is for the gym. Let's take my apple cider vinegar and my fish oil. Finish your water. Hey guys, so I'm back from the gym. Took a shower, made some dinner. I made quesadillas. These are chicken quesadillas. Oh, that big old piece of chicken right there in the middle. I wish I could focus on that big piece of chicken. Look at that. Can you see that? Oh yeah. Focus on me. There we go. Yes. Okay. I checked the poll for when you guys want me to upload, 1, 2, or 3 days, and you guys picked 2. The majority of y'all did. Meet in the Middle got 65%, Long Vlogs got 17%, and Every Day got 16%. 2 days wins, y'all. Let's meet in the middle. I don't know. I just had like this feeling to change my room around. I feel like changing this room around. I don't know. I'm gonna just see. I'm gonna show you guys later. Something. So this is what the room is looking like right now. I'm doing laundry. That's why there's stuff on the bed. And I just want to change it. Let's see. If I don't like it, I could change it back. But the reason why I'm changing it is because I want a better filming setup. So we'll see. My baby daddies got me over here tearing up and shit in the middle of the night. I got an email from one of my baby daddies, and I got a lot of messages with concerns and stuff like that. And like, I took screenshots and stuff. Like, you guys are so motivating. Like, you guys try to say that I'm motivating. You guys are motivating. I got this email from one of my baby daddies, and I didn't ask her if I can put it in the video, so I'm not gonna read any names or anything because I didn't ask. So So I'm just gonna read you what she wrote, and then I'm gonna read you my response, because I saw a lot of comments pretty much saying what she's saying in the video, like their mom went through something similar, and I didn't know that it was that big of an epidemic. But there's the reason why we don't know that it's that big of an epidemic for Black moms, like baby bloomers and stuff like that, is because they didn't have the social media to, you know, portray it or to show it to the world that this is actually happening with Black women. Like, think about all the Black women that are raising young Black men and women by themselves in America, like all over the world, in Africa even. You can imagine what they're going through with the stigmas that are put on Black men and all the shit that Black men put us through as well. I just wanted to read this because a lot of people were kind of like surprised that my mom made it through it, because she was in such a deep, dark depression for so long. When my mom's depression started, it was like my junior year of high school, and after sophomore year it got better, and then it happened again junior year, and it didn't really get better for years, like 4 years. 4 years. I'm not saying for years, I'm saying 4 years. I tried everything. I tried yelling at her, because my mom is just like me, like super outgoing. You need something, I got it. Where you want to go, what you want to do, like that was how my mom has always been. She's very animated, and that's just why me and her get along so well, and that's where I got most of my personality from. Me seeing her like not wanting to talk, not wanting to eat. She lost so much weight. You can see in one of my vlogs, like sometime last year, I was like, my mom is getting fat again. Like I was like, ooh, my mama fat. You know, when I was living in LA, my only duty was to get my mom back to where she was. You know what I mean? That's all I wanted. I saw it when I was really young, and I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? But when I got older and I started to understand the things that were going on, I kind of put 2 and 2 together and figured it out for my mom's sake. So I wanted to give some advice to some of my baby daddies, in case you're like young and your mom is going through something similar and you're not sure if she's gonna come out of it. So I just want to give you guys some advice before it's too late, based off of what I did, how I helped. I don't know if I helped or not, but what I feel like I was doing, or what I wanted to do to my mom to get her out of it, was, you know, to get her to socialize again. So that was my only duty. I would get her up, I'll get her dressed, I would do her makeup, I'll make her wigs, you know, I do all types of stuff like that. So I'm gonna read her message, and then I'm gonna read my response. She says, "Hi Amara, my name is," and she says her name, and she says, "I've been watching you for a couple years now. I started watching your channel because of hauls, but your daily blogs really gave me a chance to know you, and I just adore the person you are. It's so amazing to see a Nigerian that's willing to open and be honest about their family's dynamic, because not a lot of Nigerians have done that. I apologize for sending this to this email, your business email, because I couldn't find your personal email. Your recent upload was what led me to sending this email. My parents have been through a lot. My dad used to hit my mom when I was younger and tried to control her life. My mom was fine at first, but I think she had a hard time balancing loving her children and feeling resentment for them. But she's amazing. She's an incredible woman. She served God all her life and is still the kindest person I know. I carried anger towards my dad for a very long time. I don't tell people about this abuse. He was a terrible husband, but an amazing father, and still is. My mom eventually broke. I got to school in Ohio, and I'm in my 5th year of college. I haven't spoken to my mom since the summer after my sophomore year, when she came to visit. The abuse had been over for a while, but by then she looked like a ghost. She had lost a lot of weight and always had this faraway look in her eyes. She hardly responded to questions. After that summer, I was sexually assaulted, and I fell into a very dark point in my life. I was so busy with myself and living college life, I never checked in with her or made time for her. I remember her calling shortly after my assault, and I had a feeling that she knew something had happened to me, but I said it was nothing and I was okay. Everything was okay and I was fine. That's the last time I remember speaking to her. That was in 2015. It's 2018, and I haven't spoken to my mother in 3 years. Now, when she said this, I don't know, because my response was like as if her mom was here in the United States, but now that I'm thinking about it, her mom might not be in the US. She's going to school in Ohio. I'm thinking that her mom might be either in a different state or in a different country. So I don't know. She just stopped speaking. She doesn't talk to my dad or any of my children. Recently, she gets violent. She has random outbursts and throws knives. She doesn't talk to anyone on the phone. She watches TV and has lost almost 100 pounds. She used to be a prayer warrior, but my brothers that are at home say she doesn't pray anymore. I feel lost. I don't feel like I have an identity anymore. My mom was literally my everything, and it feels like she's dead. But it's even more painful because she's alive. I know exactly that feeling. It's like, where the fuck is my mom though? And she's right there sitting in front of you, but you know that's not your mom. More painful because she's alive. I just wanted to thank you for that video. I've never heard anyone else talk about their mom going through deep depression. It gave me hope that if your mom can come out of it and still be strong, mine can too. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Yes, I do believe that your mom can come out of it. I just think that she's gonna need your help, the help of your siblings. And she said brothers, so I'm thinking it's only boys. It might be a little bit harder with boys to love on your mom the way I said in the email that I responded back to you, but they have to put their pride aside and they have to do it, especially if your dad is not doing it. Your mom is human. So look at you now. Look at me now. I'm 25, and every now and then I complain like I'm lonely, I need a man, blah, blah, blah. Imagine somebody that's gone through life and did all that she's done. She's done everything to a T that she's supposed to do, and now it's like almost like she's being punished for doing good. She doesn't get to have love. She doesn't get support, like nothing. She just existing. That's the worst feeling ever. So I like to respond. So I responded and I said, as humans, we like to take for granted the great things in our life. No one has the time or patience to help someone in need. Everyone is so confused about the taboo phenomenon that happens to people mentally when one is going through what they'd consider a tough time. There are people who have been through more than my mom and yours and are perfectly fine. Then there are the ones who have what may seem to us perfect lives, and they literally can't take it and end up committing suicide. A priority needs to be you talking to your mom. Make her your mom again. Cuddle her and ask her for advice. Ask her to teach you to make your favorite dish. The thing is, for women who don't have good men in their lives, they normally just have their children. That is why a lot of mothers go crazy with the empty nest syndrome, because it's an ending of a stage in their life that they never expected or wanted to end. To a lot of moms, we are their only light in the tunnel. So when we're going through life and subconsciously turn our backs on our moms, that light fades and eventually goes out. And we end up leaving our moms sitting in the dark, reminiscing about how their lives got so bad and what they should have done differently, no matter how perfect they were individually. They changed their whole lives for us to grow up and act as if we never needed them in the first place. Wherever your mom is, go to her as often as possible and love on her. Love on her as much as you can. Love her with wet kisses until you're tired. Show her that you need her, and tell your siblings to too. Never miss a holiday. Take her on dates for Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July, her birthday, Christmas, and never come empty-handed. Whether that is a Tupperware that you borrowed or a designer bag, she needs a light in her tunnel, and since your dad can't give it to her, it's up to you all. Really put yourself in her shoes, okay? XOXO, I love you. That was my response to her. I just feel like you have to love up on your mom, especially when there's not a good man in her life. You have to do it because nobody else will. Think about it this way. Girls who have had babies and are young, they're like, no one's gonna love me, no one's gonna love me. Now think about a woman who has had a baby. She's gone through life, she's gone through stress, she's dealt with this man, she knows she can't get another, or she thinks she can never get another man. Like, she just knows that this is the end. What does she have to look forward to? Now she knows she's waking up to her kids fighting and yelling in the living room, and she has to tell you guys to shut up so she can watch her favorite TV show. That's gonna give her something to look forward to, you know what I mean? So no matter how old you are, even if you're 40 and your mom is going through this, you still have to love up on her. You have to let her know that someone is there for her. Like, literally annoy her. You'll think that you're annoying her, but that's literally what she needs. She needs that love. She needs to know that you love her. So yeah, I just wanted to give that little advice. Because I got that email and it really touched me, and I had to write back. I normally don't write back huge paragraphs, because if I write how I feel to you guys all the time, I would never leave my phone, because I be wanting to type up essays. So just love on her. Love on your moms, you guys. If you guys have your moms, because I saw a lot of comments saying, like, of people saying, like, I love my mom so much, this reminds me of her, but she's not with us anymore. Like, and I can't even imagine that. So I'm complaining about my dad, like, oh, my dad is a douchebag, blah, blah, blah. But there are people that don't have their dad. They were going through my situation before, and now their mom is gone too. You know what I mean? So I need to be grateful that I have my mom, and I need to, like, live on that. I need to live on that. I can't be dwelling on bad things, you know what I mean? So just wanted to give you guys that. I'm gonna go move my room around. I think I need to fuck with the, what's it called? The Zen. I need to fuck with the Zen in this house so I can start feeling more movement. I don't know, like. Hey, so I changed the room. As you can see, it still has like the holes in the floor, but I changed the room around. I pretty much put everything in this corner so that way I have a whole free wall. And I can get like a backdrop. I can do anything over there, you know what I mean? And then if I wanted to film a video and use the sunlight and the natural daylight, I could do that. I also have lights, but I could put a light here and I could put a light here, and I can get like even lighting plus the regular natural sunlight. So yeah, I think this might be a better bet for me. I'm gonna change the painting and put it over there. I don't know, or if I wanna just bring it down and put it like right here in the middle. It's just random right now, but I'm gonna figure that out in a second. I'm gonna go to sleep. It's about that time, so I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. Woke up really early. I woke up at like, oh, what time did I wake up? I woke up really early. I noticed that this battery dies faster than the A5000. I'm really thinking about just going back to the A5000. I feel like that camera in general might be better, like just a better bet. The charging port and everything is like irritating as fuck. There's just a lot of stuff that are irritating me about this camera and shit, but you know, that's neither here nor is it there. I woke up this morning at like 6:30 and it's now about to be 12. It is April 24th. This is my third time exporting day 41 and 40. So, I don't know. And it doesn't even look like it's doing anything. It's not, like, I don't know what's going on, bro. I'm just trying to stay calm. This is the vlog. The vlog that's exporting right now is a vlog where I was washing my hair with lemon. So, I'm just like, come on. I'm trying to get this up. I wanted it to be up the same day as the other two videos. But just so I can get it all out the way, you know? It's kind of like that vibe. Let's just get it off the channel. Go back to that happy shit, you know, because you know I like to be happy and whatnot, pero you know what I'm saying, whatever, I don't want to be like that, so I guess it's not gonna be like that. What? I'm wearing panties. That means I'm on my period, in case you didn't know. Okay guys, I'm gonna go figure out what to eat and I'm gonna show y'all. So this is gonna be my brunch, some watermelon, a sandwich, and a water. I'm gonna take my camera back to Best Buy. I got a whole bunch of Mercury stuff I need to mail out, and I'm going to the DMV. So I'm headed out right now. So went to the DMV, and they told me that I still did. Look, they told me to come in there with something. What I came in there with wasn't enough. You should have made sure that you told me to come in there with everything I was supposed to come in there with. Y'all don't need to be having me coming back and forth. Like, you ain't putting no gas in my gas tank. So don't do that. Anyways, I'm ready for the gym. I'm crazy. I need to have an external charger. And this charger is actually one of those chargers that is solar powered, which I said it's one of those chargers as if it's common. It's a solar powered charger, so portable charger. So you just like make sure this is touching. This is facing the sun. You plug your phone and it charges your phone while you chilling. Once you plug your phone in, the light comes on and it's charging my shit. And my phone tells you how long it'll take for it to charge completely. This says 1 hour and 28 minutes, so that's not bad for it to be a portable charger. We're gonna close that out and hit this Mathacken Road. Oh my God, low-key, they like match. I think I have a package. I don't think I have a package. I know I have a package. They said that they left it at the office. So I'm gonna pick that up too on the way. Let go. Well, I just finished filming a few videos, some unboxings. Ooh, I just filmed this hair review as well. I'm trying to export the vlogs from 4 days ago, yo. These are 4 days ago, and it stopped at elapsed time 8 hours and 20 minutes, and it's saying that I have 3 hours left. So that's really fucking irritating, bro. And I'm on my period. I'm trying to be calm, but it's like, come on, give me a break. I turned off my laptop twice already, so it's not like I need to restart my computer. It's just being a bitch. I'm gonna cancel this one yet again. I don't know what to do, yo. I think I'm gonna just not export this one again, and I'm start editing these vlogs from the past couple of days. And if that vlog never goes up, oh well, because it doesn't want to export. Like, I can't fight with this vlog anymore. This is too many times. I can't even count how many times I tried to export it at this point. Let's see if I open it. Good morning, my baby daddies. I had a kind of. Hold on, how long was it? That was the story of my life. Hi, Chris. It stopped when Chris got here. That was so, like, it's close to the end. Like, it was almost done. So annoying. Alright, you guys, so I'm thinking about going to sleep. I'm gonna have to take off this hair and this makeup. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm bloated as hell. I didn't really want to show you guys my belly because I'm so bloated. Today's day number 1 of I'm wearing underwear because I don't want to say I'm on my period, so I only wear underwear when I'm on my period. And it's healthy to do that. But I'm bloated as shit. I can feel it like it's pushing on my skin. I wanted to show you guys the body. And see how far we've gone. I don't think, like, obviously I'm not toned yet, but I can see like my all together, like I feel like I'm losing weight all around though. This is what I'm looking like right about now. I don't get that sore. I don't get as sore as I used to when I first started working out. So I'm realizing that my body's getting used to it, and I do still go hard. So I don't know, but I feel like I'm looking good or whatever. It's coming. It's coming. The time is coming. Now it's time to unwind, undress, and take this damn wig off, okay? Because I'm getting hot. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today and yesterday. Now, I'll see you guys in a couple of days, right? If this damn computer will let me export my shit. Okay, bye. I love you.
If you call a woman, African woman, no go agree. She go say, I be lady, yo.